In this first look video from InfluenceWP, we're going to check out RightBlogger's new Tool Studio. That's part of their extensive suite of AI tools. RightBlogger is a partner, and I did a video not too long ago covering all of their other features from their and tools from their extensive AI suite. Before we actually look at Tool Studio here, just a quick bit of housekeeping. First look videos cover products and services that we have no prior experience with. They show vendors how new users experience their product or service. They show potential users and customers our initial experience with the product or service and anything else we would like to share. These videos are unedited. We click record, publish whatever comes out. These are not official tutorials, although they contain tutorial aspects a lot of times. These videos contain no affiliate links, and we are not sponsored or paid to create these videos. If you would like videos like this or other types of videos created for your business, go to influencewp.com/partners and request your free lifetime partner membership. And again, thank you to RightBlogger for being a partner. All right, let's go ahead and dive in. Full transparency on this. I played with this when it first came out. So I've been talking with the founders of RightBlogger behind the scenes for a while now, asking for certain things like dark mode. And it looks like that has now been delivered, but it has been a while since I used this. So I'm going to call this a first look because there's also some new stuff, right? So as we see on my screen, we go to rightblogger.com. So if you want to check out the main website and whatnot, and then we just dive into once we're logged into our account, we then go to tools, and then we go into this Tool Studio, okay? Also, as we see on my screen, we see an SEO directory descriptions tool. That's the tool I built when this thing very first came out. And I noticed quickly that it didn't have dark mode. So while it was really cool and I could show people how to use it on a light mode website, I wanted to be able to demonstrate it also in dark mode. Okay, so let's keep that there as a reference. Let's try to do something similar, but something from scratch. And I'm actually going to pull this up in my other browser just in case I need to reference this old tool to help me out here. Okay, so let's just pretend like we've never used this before. We're diving in, and we go to Tool Studio, and we just go Add New Tool. So let's do that. First up, let's go back. Let's go back a step. Tool Studio, as it says, create your own tools with RightBlogger Studio and embed them on your website. That's an important thing. I should have pointed that out. So they've got a whole suite of AI tools. They're helping you build your own with their platform. All right. Add new tool. So then we've got some tips here for, they give you some tips on how to create and prompt the AI to help with your tool. You can also get inspiration. And this is what I did before. Need inspiration, generate tool ideas. And the reason that I started with this idea generator is because I wanted to see what was output. And then from that output, I knew how it was done and the variables that could be used and things like that. So I wanted to get a lay of the land rather than just go and start prompting. Okay. I'm not sure on the pricing. Let's see if I can get to the pricing. I may have to open a different browser tab because I'm logged in. It starts to hide this stuff. Let me do that. Let's go to a new browser real quick. Let's pull up RightBlogger. I want to see, let's go to pricing. Okay, so the free, this is another change too. Their free account now allows you to use this. I'm not seeing it in there, but I'm pretty sure that you can now test this under the free account. There's obviously going to be limitations, but you can test it out. But the RightBlogger Pro is what unlocks this. And I'm not seeing that mentioned in here either, actually. So it's not mentioned specifically in either one. Let's do a search for Studio. There we go. All right, so it's not mentioned specifically in these tools. But if we go under Tools and then Tool Studio, this kind of walks you through all of the stuff here. Oh, okay, here we go. Build AI tools that engage your audience. So it's in RightBlogger Pro, okay? And then they've got something called Studio Pro and then Studio Business. All right, so this is what I wanted to see. With RightBlogger Pro, you can create three custom AI tools. And all right, and then it's going to have the branding on there. And then next step, we have Studio Pro. You can create 10 of them and then remove the branding. And then Studio Business gives you 25 AI tools. And all of this can be done white labeling. The Studio Business can have custom branding. So you go from powered by RightBlogger, so their branding, to no branding, and then to custom branding coming in the future for Studio Business. And then other features like API access coming soon. Okay, so that's the lay of the pricing land there. Okay, so let's generate something. Let's go click generate new example. So you have some here. The first one is for the WordPress niche or niche, however you say it, create an AI powered tool that generates fully SEO optimized blog post outlines for any WordPress related keyword or topic the user enters, okay. So you could build an AI tool for SEO optimized blog post outlines. So you're helping, wherever you embed this, you're helping your users, your visitors, your customers generate this stuff. Okay. That's what this is for. Just like RightBlogger is giving us the tools to do stuff. So with that, you can say, use this idea, and then that's going to go and create our stuff. So let's click on generate a new example here to see what we get. Okay, this one talks about giveaway campaigns, creating an AI-powered viral giveaway headline and hook generator. Okay, we'll skip that. Let's go do another. For the WordPress community niche, okay, so that's interesting to me. Create an AI-powered collaboration opportunity finder where users can enter their WordPress expertise or interest and receive tailored suggestions for potential guest posting. That is pretty cool. Okay, let's just go ahead and try this one out. So we click use idea. Okay, so it dumps that into our prompt essentially. Okay, tool details. Describe what you'd like this tool to do. The more detailed, the better. All right, so let's click create tool. Just give this a little bit of time to create. Alrighty, so we've got something here, and we can change the title if we want. We'll go ahead and roll with what they give us here. We've got a heading, discover WordPress collaborations opportunities. Okay, we'll leave that as is. You can choose whether you want to show the heading or not. Okay, we'll go ahead and show the heading there. We've got a description. So we've got a title. So that would be the title of the tool we're using. This is our heading, which displays here. We can show that. And then we've got the description. Okay. Do we want to show the description? Okay. There we go. Let's toggle that on. It just depends how clean you want this form to be. So in my testing, I took those away. So obviously, like if you're taking away this heading and the description, maybe you're going to do that with your own, like on your own website, for example, where you're going to put your own headings and descriptions in there and style them according to your site and everything. All right. So we'll leave those off actually. Submit button text. Okay, we'll just leave that as is. And then you've got, this is what I wanted to see before, like how the secret sauce is made. So this is our prompt that it created for us. And then you see in here, you've got kind of like some variables. So WordPress expertise. And then we've got another one, collaboration type. And then we've got goals. So anything in these brackets here. Okay, and then we've got some instructions, and then we've got some examples. Guest posting on WP Beginner, share your, okay. Co-hosting. So that's cool. So if you guys are watching this, like anybody from WP Beginner, that's cool. It pulled something from there. It pulled from the WP Tavern. Shout out to Nathan Wrigley. Okay, we got WordCamp events, and then we've got some more variables in here, and so on, up to 7 opportunities. Super, super cool. And then you can go in here and modify this prompt if you want. Okay, hovering over the prompt, we then are shown the variables. So that is really cool. This is an AI prompt template. I need to stay here on the, this is an AI prompt template that will be used to generate the response. You can use the variables in the curly braces to insert your input into the prompt. Available variables, WordPress expertise or interests, preferred collaboration type, and collaboration goals. And you can create your own variables as well, I've found. But it's working hand in hand with these fields. All right, so let's go ahead and save this. So the next thing we're going to do is display. So we can change how this is going to look. It's going to default to a light mode, but you can set the background color here. Transparent, it looks like. So let's see here. Background color of the entire tool. For advanced users, transparent is likely the best option. Okay. Okay. So that to me looks like transparent. I'm not sure what this is. Different type of transparent. We can test it out. And then you've got the button color there. You know, I could set this to like the InfluenceWP blue. We'll go ahead and roll with the default. And then the next thing we want to do is fields. Yeah, so this is what I meant by you can do your own variables and stuff like that in fields. So we can change go into this gearbox, we can change the title of our field, the label, the type of field that it is, a description, a placeholder, max length, whether it's required or not, and you build this however you want. So if we want to add a field, new field, whatever it is that we want to put in here, okay? Build that form up however it is that we need to. All right, so that's display. Let's go call to action. Make changes to your call to action here. When someone uses your tool, they will see the call to action between the tool and the results. Click save when you're done. All right, select a call to action. So we can do like a custom message, an email capture, or we can do nothing, okay? So maybe we do an email capture and they can sign up for whatever it is that they're signing up for. I'm not exactly sure how that works or where that would be captured. So that would take a little bit extra. So let's go just custom text. Let's do sign up for our newsletter. Okay. What's this custom text here? So that's our heading. Sign up for our news. Let's change this. Let's say get tips, deals, and more tools like this delivered to your inbox. Okay, something like that. And then we do a link. And then you could do a link to your, so I'll do influencewp.com/ wherever it is your subscribe form is. I'll just put subscribe in here. Let's put something that actually works. We'll put just blog, button text, subscribe, okay, and then save. So we have our tool, we have our call to action, we've got analytics here. We haven't used this, so there's nothing to show. We've got page content. I'm not sure what this is. Landing page content, simple. Effective landing page content for your tool that was generated by AI. This gives you a good starting point. Okay, so it sounds like they're going to give us some information that we can actually put on our page. Super, super cool. So you can come in here. If you're not familiar with RightBlogger, you can come in here and copy it. You can run this stuff through other tools. Super, super cool. Okay. So I could come in here, copy this, go to my page, and do something like this, drop that in there, and it builds that content as well as goes along with your tool. Okay, I'm going to take that out for now. That's really cool. And then, like I said, you can run this. You can click on, gives you a nice word count there, but you can also click tools and then run this through Rewrite, for example. You could also copy all of this stuff and run it through one of their other tools. They've got a million tools for you to play with. All right, let's go to embed code and let's embed this sucker. Let's click copy here. Let's go over to WordPress. Let's do a / and bring up a block that is, let's do a short code here. we do shortcut? No, we got to do HTML. There we go. Custom HTML, drop that embed code in there, save. Let's refresh this page. Boom, it's loading our tool. It's in light mode. So let's go over to, go to our dashboard. Let's edit our light mode page. Let's drop in, oh man, I wish, wish WordPress would not do that. Okay, so here we go. Let's do HTML again. Paste that in, boom. View the page. There we go. So that looks really good on light mode. And you can run your tool there. So let's check out the dark mode version. Let's go back to Tool Studio. Let's go to the tool. Let's go to display. Let's do, I'm assuming this is, oh yeah, okay, here you go. If you hover over, that's interesting. How did I get that to do that? Somehow I got that to say dark mode, but I don't know how to do it again. Oh, here we go. Transparent dark mode. Okay. Let's save that. Go to our embed code. Copy. Let's update this code. Save. Refresh. Boom. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's test this sucker out. So, WordPress expertise or interest. Share your main skills, focus areas, or interests within the WordPress ecosystem. Building directories is something that I do. Building directories. All right, let's do that. Preferred collaboration type. Choose the type of collaboration type you're interested in. Okay, partnerships. InfluenceWP is all about partnerships. All right. Let's do collaboration goals. This is optional. Describe what you hope to achieve through collaboration. Grow your audience, learn new skills, build authority. Yeah, all of those. Well, let's do build audience, gain awareness, help the word. Let's spell WordPress correctly, or in correct case, help the WordPress community. If I could spell, there we go. Find opportunities. Let's see what we get. Cool. Here's that call to action. And this should, let's just right click on this just in case. I'm not sure what's going to happen here, but let's right click. Boom, takes us right to InfluenceWP where they can subscribe. Cool, cool. So we capture them right away. I would want to dive into this a bit further. The other thing too is I see the results are in light mode. So I will reach out to RightBlogger about that and see what's possible, if anything. Yep. I'm guessing Andy, you're probably watching this, or maybe even Ryan. These are the co-founders of RightBlogger. Styling this stuff maybe down the road would be good. Okay, not the end of the world, but it'd be cool because you've already done it here. I think it could be done down here different ways. Again, not a deal breaker, but if we're doing dark mode, it'd be kind of cool if we could just kind of follow that. Cool. So you get all of these ideas. Partnership with business directory plugin team. Collaborate with the developers of popular WordPress directory plugins who co-create tutorials. Super awesome. Guest posting, and they actually give you examples. So WPMU Dev, WP Explorer, which I'm not familiar with. Collaboration with local WordPress meetups or WordCamps. Partner with directory focused SaaS provide. Yeah, this is super, super cool. Okay, let me show you the other thing that I created, because I want to show this. I'm going to be showing this video to one other audience of mine, under my agency, because I want them to be able to see this. But it's really, I think you guys will like it too. So let's go to an embed code, copy. I'm going to put this on the light mode page for now. Let's refresh. There we go. So the one that I created here is is an SEO directory descriptions. So the idea is to help people. So let's say you're coming into InfluenceWP, you're adding your listing. Let's say this, we'll just pick one here, Slim SEO Pro. Let's go to one like an expert. Come in here. Let's take Brandon. We come in here, and let's say he's trying to figure out how to write a better description, like for the about page here or the about section. Brandon could come in here and he could say, we'll just put his name here. Actually, what is Pixel Jar? I think is, Pixel Jar. Let's put his actual business name in there. Category, let's just put WordPress plugin. And then I believe that's what he has as a plugin. Agency. All right, let's go over here. Let's do WordPress agency. Location, let's just pretend they're in Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay, products and services. Let's go to his actual, let's see. We build, so let's put custom WordPress websites. Let's put custom WordPress themes. Let's put, okay, and let's put custom WordPress plugins. All right, now let's click generate descriptions. Now, my other audience that's watching this for us that build directories, you can see how this would work if they were building listings for your site, right? Like this is just one example. This is just descriptions. Now imagine like any of the other types of fields you have, you could use this for, or region pages or category pages or whatever it is kind of tool that you want to build to help your directory site. All right, generate descriptions. Okay, we can move on down here, and there we go. Copy this content. If Brandon can then bring this over into his listing, paste that into his about section, make any changes if you want, which I recommend for AI produced content. Come in here, see what tweaks need to be made, if any if it sounds like it needs to have a little human touch, put that on there. You don't always want to go verbatim with SEO AI content. Maybe add a bit here to it. And just one example for building directories. There's just a million ideas that I would have for this. Or come over here, look for collaboration ideas as we saw here, but just a number of tools that you can build with this. And I think that about covers it. Let's go to the analytics. So we see here a column 30-day usage. Let's click into that. And maybe this will populate eventually. I'm assuming it will populate eventually. There we go. So I just had to refresh. But we see how often those tools are being used within the last 30 days. All right, guys. Go check out RightBlogger, rightblogger.com. Check out their tool studio, and super cool stuff. The return on investment here could be massive if you leverage this tool properly. And just the value that you're adding your users, your clients, your customers, right? Visitors of your site, things of that nature. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you go check out Tool Studio from RightBlogger, and I will catch you guys in the next video.